What's up guys, and welcome back to another video. So in today's video guys, we're going to be talking about something extremely interesting. Yes, you read the title right, and yes, you can actually trade on an automation by following expert traders' trades. Yes, that is all happening over at PrimeXBT with their Covesting. Today's video, I'm going to be talking about how you can deploy capital and assess which trader is the best one to follow for you to go ahead and get profit like this. Over 2,500% profit just for following this trader. Yes, we're going to be talking about that in today's video, and I'm going to be showing you exactly how you can be profiting as well. And I'm going to be putting one Bitcoin, actually over one Bitcoin, 1.2 Bitcoin in of my own money as well to test it. And I have been testing it over the past few weeks, and I'm excited to share the results with you as well. So without any further ado guys, sit back, relax, and get ready for the video. Alright guys, welcome back to another video. Thank you for joining me again. If you are really excited for today's video, then definitely slap a thumbs up on the video, and don't forget to subscribe with the notification bell ticked so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. So this video is something that I think many of you are actually going to be very excited to watch, so you definitely need to stick around all the way to the end. A huge thanks to PrimeXBT for sponsoring this video. However, do not let that take anything away from this video, because I've put over around $15,000 of my own money into this video just to show you how good this really is. So one of the many questions I actually get asked is, Jack, can you trade for me? Or Jack, I'm kind of new to Bitcoin, but I really would love to take advantage of trading. I would like to potentially make a little bit of profit, but I'd like to control the amount of risk I put in. And for most people, it's just way easier to buy and hodl because they don't understand trading Bitcoin. Maybe it's too complex, or they don't want to risk the money, or they just simply don't have the experience. This is where something like PrimeXBT comes into play, and I do already have a full tutorial on PrimeXBT if you were interested in trading. And if you deposit 0.045 Bitcoin, you actually get a $200 deposit bonus. That's for your trading account, and that is for trading on here, not for Covesting. That is for trading, but that will be linked down below as well, and using the code CryptoJack. I do actually have a full tutorial on this on my channel guys. Simply go down to my channel, click my little icon here, CryptoJack, search on the channel PrimeXBT, and you're going to see a full 12-minute tutorial on how to use this exchange. I highly recommend watching that after you've created your account. So yes, you can trade on here with leverage. No, there is not a leverage bar. I explain all of that into the tutorial, so I would recommend going over and checking that out. But what we are talking about today guys is co-vesting. Now this is a fairly new thing that PrimeXBT has got. Yes, they have turbo. I've gone over that before. That is also very interesting. However, Covesting is what I'm going to be covering in today's video. Now what this basically does is it allows you to follow other people, potentially professional traders or very successful traders. As you can see here, it allows you to follow their trades simply just by clicking one button if you have an available balance on your PrimeXBT account. So let's say, for example, we take a look at this number one. That's the name of the trader right here. We have the total profit they've made, today's profit, the active days they've been trading, the followers they have actually following them with their own capital, their performance on a little chart right here, followers equity. This means the amount of money that someone like you or I put into them, and they're actually trading right here. They have over $2 million right now. We have the rating here, which we can see, and we have the option to follow. If you simply go and click on here right now, we can see the name up here, number one strategy. We have the profit they've made, today's profit, again, all the same stuff. The manager's equity, I'll get into this just in a few seconds, but keep that in mind. We have the followers equity, and down here we have the chart and the performance. First of all, we have the profit right here. We have the manager's equity, which the manager's equity is the amount of capital and equity the actual person is trading with his own money. We have the followers equity, which we can see growing over time right here. And we can see the margin that they are trading with as well. I'll get into that later on in today's video. Down here, we also have a brief description about the person. Different traders write different things and basically describe their trading style or what they're about, or put their social stuff there. We also have the offer down here, which is interesting as well. Basically, you can see the split. Now, this is where it comes into play. You might think, why would somebody want to trade for me? Well, they're actually getting a cut of the profits as well. So we can see here, depending on how much you deposit right here on the offer section, it's going to depend on how much the cut is. So 0.001 to 0.3 Bitcoin. The follower, that's us, we get 60% profit. The platform PrimeXBT gets 20, and the manager gets 20. So whichever amount you deposit, the manager will always get 20%. So this is why they are having a massive incentive to trade and trade profitably, because they are getting a split on the profits. Who wouldn't want a 20% split on $2 million? I mean, come on the profits, that is. As we go over here, the platform fee reduces as well, and the followers fee actually increases the more money you put in. So if you deposit more than 1 Bitcoin, you actually get 75%, so you get an extra 15% as a follower, and the platform only gets 5%, which I think is fairly fair, only taking 5% of the profit for allowing and providing this service. I think that's absolutely great. We come down here, we have the profitability on a chart, we have the indicators here, and we have the maximum drawdown. We have the 30 days and all time, and further down here we have the win ratio of 80%, and win ratio in the last 30 days is 95%, which is absolutely crazy. So now if we go actually on and take a look at my portfolio here, we can see I've actually already been trading for quite a while, or I've been trading. That's the beauty of it. I've been letting them trade, and we can see my equity right here. If we go on Bitcoin, I gave each trader 0.1 Bitcoin. I clicked on that by mistake. I gave each trader here, Slow But Sure and Number One, 0.1 Bitcoin each to see what they can do with it, and we can see I've actually returned a total profit of 62%. They've actually given me a profit of 0.125 Bitcoin, which is crazy. So I started with 0.2 Bitcoin, now I have 0.32 Bitcoin, which is absolutely ridiculous. And you want to see that in dollars, we can see that as well. We can see Slow But Sure has nearly returned $1,000, and Number One has returned nearly $700, making a total profit of $1,640, or 62.61%. Now this has been running for, I'm not sure exactly, probably 7 to 10 days now it's been running for, which is great. And yeah, I'm going to be putting more money into it today. I have around a Bitcoin, 1.1 Bitcoin loaded onto my account, which I, again, funded with my own personal money. And I'm going to be showing you exactly what I'm going to be investing in. And you can follow along, of course, do your own research, do your own financial planning, and consult your financial advisor. Of course, guys, don't just throw money at this blindly, because you can see that they do make losses as well. This is not just an easy way to get rich. Do not go ahead and dump your whole portfolio into this, because that is not a good risk management thing to do. I would only put a small amount. So we can see right here on the rating, if we want to go ahead and find someone to follow, I'm going to go ahead and go on to Number One. I'm going to deploy more capital to this guy, and I'm going to go ahead and take a look at his profitability first. We can see here his profits are absolutely insane, 2,500%. The manager's equity, this is something that I think is very, very important. You have to keep in mind when you are deploying capital and following different traders. The manager's equity means this is the actual money that this trader personally of his own money has invested in trading on PrimeXBT. So we can see $8,000. However, his followers' equity is basically $2,023,000. One thing you got to keep in mind is take a look at the manager's equity. If we are seeing manager's equity that is not at least a few $1,000s, I personally wouldn't follow them, because if this manager, if for example the manager equity here, if he's only trading with $100 of his own money or $500 of his own money, but his followers' equity is so large, over $2 million, what does that tell you? That tells you that potentially he is maybe not believing so much in his own ability for trading. So you at least want to see someone with a manager equity at least a few thousand. For me, I would want it over $5,000, just to be sure. The higher the manager equity, usually, of course this is not set in stone, but usually the more kind of belief they would have in their own trading ability. So we can see the followers equity, which is here as well, and we are on Number One strategy. I'm going to go and click follow, and how much do I want to go ahead and put? I have 1.15 Bitcoin. We need to first of all decide how much we want to put, and we go down here to the offer. So if we put from 0.5 to 1 Bitcoin, we get 70%, 10% platform, 20% manager. That is what I think I'm going to go with. And just before I deploy this capital, you don't want to put every bit of money you have on PrimeXBT into one specific trader. I don't think that's a great idea. If we go back over to my portfolio quickly again, we can see although the Number One right here is the Number One trader, on the total ranking boards, which we can see right here. I also invested in this Slow But Sure. He was way down at number 8 or something when I put my money in with him. So if we take a look at the actual overall profit, we can see that Slow But Sure has actually made more profit than number 1, even though number 1 is currently ranked number 1. So just keep that in mind when you are putting money in. So let's go back to rating, and I'm going to put around 0.7, I believe, Bitcoin into number 1. Or 0.7 is perfectly fine into this. So I just simply click follow. I put 0.7 Bitcoin. I have enough available balance. If you don't, you can simply deposit. I click confirm and I click follow right there. And then this is going to go ahead and say activating. It will take a few minutes, usually a couple minutes, for it to go ahead and do that. Now I would like to deploy more capital to another person to see exactly what they can go ahead and bring us. And you can see here you can filter as well by different followers, today's profit. I really wouldn't look at today's profit because this is very, very variable depending on the market. I would go over and take a look at the overall profit. So we can see here Slow But Sure, long-term gains. I'm going to see how much long-term gains personal capital is invested in. So we can see here he has $400,000 worth of followers equity, but he's only investing less than $700 himself. Personally, I wouldn't follow that guy. Nothing bad about that person. However, I don't want to follow someone who's only trading with $700 of their own money. If we go on Slow But Sure, yeah, we can see here Slow But Sure, he's got over $7,000, which makes me feel a little bit more comfortable. And I'm going to go ahead and invest some more with him as well. Let's click follow. If you want, you can read the description. Different traders have different descriptions. I recommend taking a good amount of time before investing anything to read over it. Safety first, mid to long term trades, safety first. Well, that seems fairly good. If we take a look at his margin as well, we can see what is going on there. So what we're looking for here on the margin tab is a higher number. The lower the percentage right here, the more risk this trader is using. So ideally, you want it to be as close to as 100% as possible. We can see here it's at 96.5, which is fairly good. And that would in fact fit his criteria here. Safety first, mid long-term trades, safety first. He's using a high percentage, which is actually very, very good. If you're using a low percentage, probably he's using a large margin, and that really can get a little bit dangerous. Let's go ahead and click follow right here. I have 0.45 Bitcoin remaining. Let's go let's do 0.4 with this guy. And we can see I will actually get less percent here, but that's fine. That's not the end of the world. It's only 5% less. Click confirm, click follow, and again, this will be activating again. And we can see here already number 1, just in the past minute or so, that has in fact activated and made me $6 profit just literally in the last minute. So we can see here a total of nearly $1,700 profit, which is absolutely crazy. If you want to go ahead and withdraw your profits, or you want to go ahead and stop following them, you simply click on your portfolio, click on the trader, you go down here, and you can either stop following or you can set a stop loss as well. Do keep in mind, guys, these people trading, they can get liquidated and pretty much lose your money. So I will be really careful. Don't think that just because you put 0.24 Bitcoin or 0.1 Bitcoin or 10 Bitcoin, whatever it may be, don't think that that money is completely protected, because it is not. This is still trading. It's still risky. So I really recommend going over to the rating section here and taking a look and doing your own research as to what trader you want to actually be putting your money in with before you go ahead and do that. So that's pretty much PrimeXBT's Covesting feature, guys. If you would like to see an update on my portfolio, definitely let me know down below in the comments. I pretty much have around $18,000 now invested, guys. $18,641 invested in this right now. If we look at Bitcoin, I have 1.42 Bitcoin invested right now in PrimeXBT's Covesting. Yes, that doesn't mean you should be following exactly what I do, and yes, that does not that does not mean you should be copying the exact ones that I do. Do your own research and see just who in fact comes out on top in your own opinion. But that's fair to say. I have $18,643 in USD. Let's see what that turns out to in Bitcoin in the next few weeks. 1.42 Bitcoin. If you guys would love to see an update for this, I definitely recommend checking out the channel in the next few weeks. And don't forget to check out the full PrimeXBT exchange tutorial if you were interested on trading, and you can get a $200 bonus for depositing only 0.045 Bitcoin and using the code CryptoJack. Don't forget they have a Telegram group as well. You can go ahead and join. To simply join the specific Covesting Telegram group, come over to the Covesting section after you've made your account using my link down below and click Covesting community right here. You can go ahead and join the Telegram with over 4,000 members if you want to talk more about that. So thanks so much for watching today's video, guys. I cannot wait to share you my profits in the next few weeks, and definitely drop a thumbs up if you've enjoyed this video, and a huge thank you for PrimeXBT for sponsoring this video and bringing it to you guys. Again, I want to go over that this is my own money, $18,000 of my own money I'm putting into this. They didn't give me any of this capital to do this with. This is my own money. If I make profits, it's my own. If I lose, it's my own as well. So thanks for watching today's video, guys. I'll catch you in the next one.